Praise the Lord. Hagar. Hagar is a significant figure in the Bible, appearing in the book of Genesis. She was an Egyptian servant of Sarah, the wife of Abraham. Here is a brief summary of her story. The story of Hagar, the background tells about Abraham and Sarah were childless, and Sarah, being barren, suggested that Abraham have a child with Hagar, their Egyptian servant. Refers Genesis chapter 16, verse from 1 to 4. Hagar becomes pregnant now. Abraham agreed. Abraham agreed and Hagar became pregnant. However, as soon as Hagar realized she was pregnant, she began to look down on Sarah, who was not able to conceive. We can see this verse in Genesis chapter 16, verse 4 and 5. Now it's time for Hagar flees. Sarah, feeling despised and humiliated, treated Hagar harshly, causing Hagar to flee into the wilderness. The angel of the Lord appears. While Hagar was in the wilderness, the angel of the Lord appeared to her and instructed her to return to Sarah and submit to her authority. The angel also promised Hagar that her descendants would multiply and become a great nation. We can see this in Genesis chapter 16, verse from 9 to 12. Now, the birth of Ishmael. Hagar returned to Abraham's household and gave birth to his son Ishmael. Later life. 13 years later, God appeared to Abraham and established his covenant with him, promising to make him the father of many nations. We can see this in Genesis chapter 17, verse from 1 to 27. However, when God announced that Sarah would bear a son, Isaac, Hagar and Ishmael were no longer considered part of God's covenant plan. Now we will see the Hagar's final appearance. After Isaac was born, Hagar and Ishmael were sent away by Abraham at Sarah's insistence. Hagar and Ishmael wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba, where God again appeared to Hagar and promised to make Ishmael a great nation. The story of Hagar serves as a reminder of God's care and provision for those who are marginalized and oppressed. Despite being a servant and an outsider, Hagar received special attention and promises from God.